And good evening once again. Day 1406 of the Trump administration. 56 days until Inauguration Day. It's been 18 days since the election was called for Joe Biden. And on this day, when our nation lost over 2,200 people, what a contrast between two men, the outgoing and incoming president. Donald Trump, in the space of a little over 24 hours, pardoned a turkey and a guy who committed a felony. While today calling for the outcome of the election to be overturned, he said it out loud. Joe Biden, on the other hand, gave what was billed as a Thanksgiving address to the nation, exhorting the American people to join him in fighting the virus and not each other, a call for resilience, while noting how tired we all are in the face of this battle against an uncontrolled pandemic.
I know the country has grown weary of the fight. We need to remember, we're at war with the virus, not with one another, not with each other. This is the moment where we need to steel our spines, redouble our efforts, and recommit ourselves to the fight. So hang on. Don't let yourself surrender to the fatigue. I know we can and we will beat this virus. America's not going to lose this war. And America holds fast to the conviction that out of pain comes possibility. Out of frustration comes progress, and out of division, unity.
As the transition moves forward, both Biden and Harris will receive their first presidential daily intelligence brief on Monday. More cabinet nominees also expected to be announced next week. Politico reporting Biden appears to be leaning toward appointing Obama National Security Advisor and Democratic Party veteran Tom Donilon as CIA director, which brings us to today's rather predictable development concerning Trump's first national security advisor, one Michael Flynn, who lied to the vice president and the FBI about his conversations with Russians, then who pleaded guilty twice. Flynn also initially cooperated with Mueller's investigation. As expected, Trump did pardon him today, posting this, quote, "It is my inexplicably capitalized great honor to announce that General Michael T. Flynn has been granted a full pardon. Congratulations to Flynn and his wonderful family. I know you will have a truly fantastic Thanksgiving." The Justice Department, which had been trying to get charges against Flynn dismissed in court, said it only learned of Trump's decision today, but in the spirit of Attorney General Barr, called the move an appropriate use of the president's pardon power. Earlier on this network, a former FBI counterintelligence official had this to say about this pardon.
The president who claims he's a law and order president has just said in this pardon that it's okay to lie to law enforcement, even if you admit that you've done it. So we need an attorney general who actually is about law and order. We need an attorney general who understands that America is his or her client and who therefore relates to America and understands what we've been through as a country in the last 4 years.
And irony of ironies, Sally Yates, the former DOJ official who first sounded the alarm to the Trump White House about Flynn, said to be on Biden's short list for attorney general. As all of this unfolds, we can say yet again tonight, this virus is at its peak in our country right now. The New York Times paints a dire picture of the surge, noting that for the first time since the virus erupted in our country, we've added over 2 million cases in the past 2 weeks. Washington Post adds to the story, noting the daily death tolls reaching levels not seen since early May. Today, as we said, over 2,200 new deaths were recorded in our country. New CDC forecasts estimate the total of 294,000 COVID deaths in this country by December 19. Yet despite pleas from officials and health experts to stay home, millions are traveling for the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Politico says Trump officials and the Biden transition team today held the first of several meetings about the vaccine. And Dr. Fauci said he's already reached out to Biden's chief of staff now that he's allowed to.
I've been in contact with Ron Klain, just touching base with me, telling me that we're going to be talking about this very soon now that the transition is in process.
The pandemic is still taking a heavy toll on jobs. Weekly jobless claims total just over 750,000, an increase from the previous week. tragic, especially at this time of year. With all this going on, the outgoing president remains laser focused, not on jobs or the pandemic, mind you, but on overturning the results of an election he lost.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.